The Golden Ticket Awards are the most prestigious awards in the theme park industry, and their ranking of the best coasters in the world is probably the most popular, but most people don't see it as the most accurate. The exact voting methods are not publicized, but noted coaster pollster Mitch Hawker guessed that they used a points-based system that assigns points to rides based on how voters rank them, with 10 points going to the coaster ranked number 1, 9 points to number 2, and so on. Hawker was not a fan of this method, observing that coasters that more people had ridden would naturally appear on more lists and rack up more points that way, even if voters truly indicated that they thought of some other less ridden coaster more highly. The Beast at Kings Island, for example, may appear on many voters' top 10s, but in the lower half. Tremors at Silverwood, meanwhile, may appear in fewer voters' top 10s, but usually near the top. Among those who rode both Beast and Tremors, the majority of voters indicated that Tremors was better. Yet Beast places higher by virtue of getting more points from appearing on more lists. I would show you his words on this example, but alarmingly his website is down as I record this, so I can't do that. But it's not that the voters are necessarily biased or do a bad job of representing the coaster community, it's just that the polling methodology is flawed. Or maybe it's a bit of both. Is Candymonium the 5th best steel coaster in the world? I think most coaster enthusiasts would say no, though I might say that it's the 5th best steel coaster in Pennsylvania. It's clear that if we're looking for accuracy, we need to look somewhere besides the golden tickets. I mean no disrespect towards the voters, the issue is systematic. I mean, how can Candymonium place higher than Velocicoaster in the overall steel rankings when Velocicoaster was rated above it for the best new ride of the past 2 years? Something is up with the methodology of these awards, and it's hard to take them as the best list when stuff like this happens. But enough ragging on the GTAs. There's a reason Mitch Hawker is synonymous with coaster rankings, his pairwise comparison system. This method works by having individual coasters match up with each other, and then seeing who wins the most matchups. For example, I've been on Phantom's Revenge and Boulder Dash, and every list that contains both of these coasters would be compared to see which coaster comes out on top in most lists, so this would be a matchup. Maybe Phantom's Revenge appears higher than Boulder Dash on 50 lists, and Boulder Dash appears higher than Phantom on 25 lists, so Phantom's Revenge would win the matchup in this case. Now maybe there's only one list out there that contains both Phantom's Revenge and, say, Avatar Airbender, and this list would of course have Phantom ahead of Avatar, so it would win that matchup. Even though Boulder Dash was a 50-25 victory, whereas Avatar was a 1-0 victory, these both count as wins just the same and have the same amount of weight. So Phantom's Revenge is 2-0 and has a winning percentage of 100% in this example. I should note that a 1-0 win would be too insignificant for the 2 polls that we are using today to happen. Those wouldn't count. If you want a more in-depth explanation of how this works, I recommend going on the Vote Coasters site run by CoasterBot. His poll will be one of the 2 that we use in this video. The other will be the Captain Coaster poll, which I found out about in the comments section of the CoasterBot video revealing the results of his poll last year. I combined both of these polls to get what I believe is the true most accurate coaster ranking in the world. Now, even though I'm attempting to be as objective as possible here, I must admit that there is some subjectivity involved. I mean, these are the 2 polls that I believe are the most accurate polls in the world, but not everyone would agree with that. If you do think that there's a more accurate poll that I should be using, please tell me in the comments and I will incorporate it into the next time I do this. 2 polls I looked at but did not include are the Theme Park Review poll and the LO Coaster poll. I struggled to navigate TPR's site, and LO Coaster did not combine wood and steel, which was necessary because the other 2 polls did. So all I've done is taken the Vote Coasters poll and the Captain Coaster poll and averaged their rankings. I think this turned out pretty well because both sites, in my opinion, had pretty good rankings, but you will be the ultimate judge of that. Coming in at number 50, we have Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster. This single-rail RMC coaster ranks just ahead of Railblazer. At number 49, we have iSpeed, the Intamin Launch Coaster. This actually has the same average ranking as Wonder Woman, but it breaks the tie based on weighted average. I'm using this tie-breaking procedure based on the number of matchups a coaster has, so in this case the Captain Coaster poll had significantly more matchups for iSpeed than the Vote Coasters poll did. Number 48 is Flash at Lua Adventure. Unfortunately, Vote Coasters did not rank this coaster, primarily due to there not being enough people who rode it and ranked it. Sometimes Captain Coaster doesn't have a coaster ranked either, like Stunt Pilot. This is the only case within the top 50, though. Number 47 is Coaster at Playland, the airtime-filled Woody. Number 46 is Phoenix at Knoebels, another airtime-filled Woody. It seems like it's still up for debate which of these two classic coasters is better, but it's worth noting that Phoenix's spot is a lot more consistent on both polls than Coaster is. Number 45 is Goliath at Six Flags Great America, the RMC monstrosity. Number 44 is Flying Dinosaur at Universal Studios Japan, perhaps the world's best B&M flyer. Number 43 is Nemesis at Alton Towers, the beloved B&M invert. Number 42 is Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, the extreme mock spinner. Number 41 is Twisted Cyclone at Six Flags Over Georgia, an RMC conversion. Number 40 is Superman the Ride at Six Flags New England, an Intamin mega coaster. The Golden Ticket Awards seem to be a lot higher on this one than our two polls are. Number 39 is Flying Aces at Ferrari World, an Intamin mega coaster. Number 38 is Carnan at Hansa Park, a Gerstlauer Infinity. Number 37 is Mako at SeaWorld Orlando, a B&M Hyper. Number 36 is Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point, an Intamin Strata. Number 35 is Lek Coaster at Legendia, the Vekoma Bermuda Blitz. Number 34 is Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, another RMC conversion. Number 33 is Millennium Force at Cedar Point, the Intamin Giga. Number 32 is Dino Conda at China Dinosaurs Park, the S&S 4D coaster. Number 31 is FLY at Phantasialand, a Vekoma Flyer. Number 30 is Voyage at Holiday World, a Gravity Group Woody. Number 29 is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain, the Aero 4D coaster. Number 28 is Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion, the Intamin Giga coaster. Number 27 is DC Rivals Hypercoaster at Warner Bros. Movie World, a mock hyper. Number 26 is Storm Chaser at Kentucky Kingdom, another RMC conversion. Number 25 is T-Express at Everland, an Intamin prefab Woody. Number 24 is Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City, an RMC Woody. Number 23 is Shambhala at Port Aventura, perhaps the best B&M hyper in the world. Number 22 is Hyperion at Energylandia, an Intamin hyper. Number 21 is Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England, another RMC conversion, again of a coaster named Cyclone. Number 20 is Skyrush at Hershey Park, the Intamin hyper. Number 19 is Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain, the dueling RMC. Number 18 is Helix at Liseberg, the mock multi-launch. Number 17 is Expedition G-Force at Holiday Park, the Intamin mega. Number 16 is Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion, an RMC conversion. Number 15 is Terran at Phantasialand, an Intamin Blitz coaster. Number 14 is Egenika at Fuji-Q Highland, the S&S 4D coaster. Number 13 is Wildfire at Kolmarden, the RMC Terrain Woody. Number 12 is Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland, the mock Extreme Spinner. Number 11 is Taiga at Linnenmaki, the Intamin Blitz coaster. Now we're in the top 10, and at number 10 is Maverick at Cedar Point, another Intamin Blitz coaster. Number 9 is Conda at Wallaby Belgium, the Intamin mega coaster. Number 8 is Untamed at Wallaby Holland, an RMC, ever heard of them, conversion. Number 7 is Fury 325 at Carowinds, a B&M giga coaster. Number 6 is Velocicoaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure, an Intamin multi-launch. Number 5 is Lightning Rod at Dollywood, an RMC wooden coaster that is now an RMC steel coaster. Number 4 is El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure, the Intamin prefab Woody. Number 3 is Hakuge at Nagashima Spa Land, another RMC conversion of a coaster that contained the word Cyclone. Number 2 is Zadra at Energylandia, an RMC ground-up steel coaster. Number 1 is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, the RMC conversion of Mean Streak. That's the end of the list, and while I don't agree with every placement, I still believe this ranking better reflects the opinions of the coaster community, at least that I see online, than any other. I'm glad that both the Vote Coasters and Captain Coaster polls exist, filling the void left behind by Mitch Hawker when his poll ended in 2013. Maybe one day, park goers will see golden cogs adorning the entrance to their favorite coasters in the same way that the Golden Ticket Awards currently do. There's still a ways to go before either poll reaches the prestige of the GTAs, though. You can help raise their prestige by contributing to both rankings. Both are free to participate in, and it can be a lot of fun to surf through both websites. Captain Coaster lets you leave reviews, make custom lists, see your coaster map, and it updates rankings every month. Vote Coasters has a spreadsheet where you can really dive into the data and see how many riders and wins every single coaster in the poll has. It also breaks down voters by country. As these polls grow, so too grows their ability to reflect the coaster community. Of course, maybe the golden tickets will update their methodology to draw more accurate conclusions. Until then, popular coasters at big parks in the United States will continue to take up the top slots. Thanks for watching.